Hello, and welcome back to Vault Hunters. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We are here in the nether, underneath our gold farm. You can't see it. I need to make a few adjustments to it. The piglins are getting stuck before they fall down the drop chutes. And I also need to lower the drop chutes by about 5 blocks, since I think it's 18 blocks right now, and need to fall 23 in order to have half a heart left. So I need to go adjust that. But I got a bunch of equipment here. I'm going to build a Piglin Bartering system down here, and a way to convert the nuggets into ingots and these swords into nuggets. So that's going to be our task for now. I'm going to get to work. I'll obviously show you the progress as we go along. And I think we're going to jump into a vault clip while I work. The first vault we ran today was relatively uneventful, for the first 17 minutes at any rate. With just under 7 minutes left on the clock, and as I was getting ready to run back towards the exit, checking my path along the way for monoliths that I haven't found, we found a blacksmith room. Now, I knew we were short on time, less than 7 minutes, and I know that the largest concentration of chests is in the basement, so we made that our top priority, figuring if we were short on time, we hit the most chests we can in the shortest amount of time and get out. As it turns out, we had plenty of time, and I was able to loot pretty much every chest, maybe skipping one because I would have to pillar up for it. We didn't find much in the way of vault gear, just one chest piece. But early in the vault, we did find quite a lot of vault bronze, a bit of vault silver, totaling close to 500 bronze in total. So I wasn't too worried about the lack of new gear. I also realized, or re-realized since I've probably forgotten, that instead of just holding down Q to throw everything out of the chest one by one, I can hold down Control Q and it'll throw it out stacks at a time. I'm sure you all know this. I'm sure I knew this. I forgot. Gonna try to remember to do it from now on. After that, we continued our way back towards the exit. Still searching for monoliths, though not finding any, unfortunately. We did come across the newly reworked, redesigned Living Omega room. And, well, we had a little bit of a misstep. After our little trip, we did work our way out of the room, looting a few chests along the way. Now, the new room, I do like how it's been changed. The chests are now more centralized and easier to access, whereas before most of them were hanging from vines, hanging from the ceiling. Quite hard to loot quickly and efficiently. Although the old design did look quite nice, I do prefer the new one. Not a bad run. The coin dungeon paid off nicely. We did have lucky, which is why I got so many Omega and Epic chests. Well, okay, I got 2 Omega and 6 Epic. Yeah, but a lot of rare too, so that was quite nice. How many? Right, 86 coin piles. Not much in the way of ore. But I did get 1 Wootadite and 2 Beniatite for my 2 ongoing quests. Bounties. The second vault, also a monolith vault by the way, was equally uneventful until, again, with about 7 minutes left on the clock, we found a puzzle room. Thanks to our Picarang, we were able to quickly loot all the question mark blocks in the room, and we were able to complete the puzzle. Truth be told though, I did have all the pieces I needed to complete the puzzle before we even started, but it's better to loot all the pieces when you can, so that in the future, if you are racing the clock and don't have time to loot them, you still have a chance to complete the puzzle. This also reminded me that I definitely need to remember to put Gilded Affinity on my next vault tool so I can vein mine these chests when we're done with the puzzle. I wonder how a vault hammer with gilded wood do. Okay. Not nearly as much XP as the previous vault, certainly not as many chests and almost no coins, but the XP still good. Got a lot of gilded chests. We do now have 4 vault gear to roll and many boxes to open, so let's put everything away and get to that. Alright, let's roll some of these items we got. We got a shield, leggings, rare leggings, and a chest piece. And while they're rolling, let's look at the gems we picked up. Wooden Affinity and Reach 1 for 30. Size 28 Durability. Size 24 Durability. Axing for 80, that's gonna be trashed. Item Rarity for just about 60. Axing for 28. None of these are really all that great. I mean, this flawed is the best of them. Alright, let's look at the shields. 6% blocking, that's terrible. The leggings, 10 armor. That's not too bad. It's equal to what I have, but nothing else. These rare ones. Grizzly, I haven't had Grizzly before. 7 armor, 5 mana, 8 item quantity, 7 increased damage. A lot of durability. That's not too bad. And the chest is mineraled. These are still better, so I may hold on to those. I'll hold on to those since I am collecting all the different armor pieces to try to put together a collection. Let's open up our relic boosters. I apparently left my magnet on. Yep. Pickaxe, Twitch emote, and Kadar. Well, it's another piece of the relic, of the minor relic. So now we have 4 relic sets that we have 4 out of 5. Not bad. We're going to need to start building some pedestals very soon. And the mystery boxes, which we all already know are just going to be diamonds, emeralds, and Larimar. Not bad, though. It took me a minute, but I have this all figured out. This is the pulse repeater from Create. It's going to send a pulse all the way down this line to droppers, which will drop the gold to the piglins. I thought this would automatically pulse the signal. It does not. So I've got this little setup, 2 repeaters on a delay of 4. Hit the stone button to give it power the first time, and now it's running on its own. I'm going to have a minecart unloading system traveling down here, unloading the gold into the droppers like what you'd use on a super smelter setup. And that gold will be fed from above, where I'm going to have, I haven't set any of it up yet, but just to give you an idea. By the way, each of these is where the gold will fall from the gold farm. Up here I'm going to have a create system that crushes nuggets into ingots and loads the ingots into the hopper cart system, which will run back and forth. I'll also have a smelting system set up that will turn swords into nuggets and those into ingots. And each of these brass funnels has a filter, which just is blacklisting gold ingots. So the gold ingot will drop down, the piglin will pick it up, and whatever they drop will goes directly into the brass funnel, which in turn will be deposited onto a conveyor belt that will go up and around the corner, then over here. By the way, this wall is going to be moved out. Over here, I'm going to have storage drawers for every single drop that the piglins will trade. Well, I fell, and I forgot to reset my spawn. So I have to run 2,000 blocks. This is going to be fun. Okay, this is my third monolith vault with 2 monoliths in a row. Oh. Whoa. There we go. On a plus side, at least didn't have an elite spawn on me while trying to get through the factory like what's happened in the past to me. Where in the world did they come from? I tell you, that slowness effect, very useful. I think I'd still prefer having poison immunity, but yeah, slowness has definitely paid off for me, in my opinion. I have no idea where that guy spawned from, but a good little trick if you're ever in a tight spot. Ghost Walk, you can't attack with it, but you can break spawners with it, or while having it, and mobs won't attack you. So, right there, if more spawned on me, I would have been safe. Do you know there's another chest under that one? Yep, I didn't. Not bad. Let's see how far along I am on that bounty now. 4 out of 24. And on this one, 9 out of 21. We're coming along pretty well. What is it with the first room in these past 2 dungeons being challenge rooms? And of course, I've got wild this time. Nice. That's my non-legendary bounty complete. Oh, okay, so that's interesting. So we got to go from the best challenge room, or at least, in my opinion, probably the best. Certainly the easiest to navigate. To the best Omega room. Again, in my opinion, but also think this is probably the Omega room I've gotten the most often, except for maybe the mushroom room, which used to be not as good. It's been improved in the last update, and I did run into it earlier today. It was probably in the clip. I probably included the clip. 2 vault pieces. I mean, 2 gear pieces. And fortunately, I didn't have time to loot the one we found earlier today. I was very short on time after finding a different Omega room, I believe. Actually, it may have been this same sort of Omega room. forget what the bellows does. Like, it's something more than just aesthetic, right? Provides power, but I'm not sure what for. Thank you. This has to be one of the most sparsely populated Omega rooms I've come across. I did not leave that on last time I was in my base. Okay, let's actually look at the info. Nearly 6,000 XP. We did have the wall modifier. Considering I only... That's the most XP I've gotten for the least amount of rooms entered. Actually, I may be the least amount of rooms I've ever entered in a vault. Only 3. Common axe, common boots, scrappy plus sword, scrappy plus helmet. For such a short vault run, that was actually quite profitable. Plus, we completed this bounty. Let's activate this one. This is going to be easier. 27 vault meat, that's pretty easy. Now I'm going to sort everything out again. Well, we rolled stuff not too long ago, but we now have a bunch of other stuff to roll. So, rolling stuff, take 2. Let's pop open our crates here. We got another axe. So we have 2 axes, 3 axes. It's a shame I don't use axes. Fundamental focus. That's not a very good jewel. That jewel will be melted down. But we got painite. I need painite. Let's start rolling. We just got an echo gem from a mystery box. I thought you couldn't get those anymore. Let's see. Scrappy. Legendary poison plus poison 2 plus cloud. We're still not going to use it. Terrible armor. Decent stats. I mean, decent damage. Durability's I don't think they're going to be worth using. Sword is bad. And helmet is terrible. How are we looking on the boot front? Yeah, they're probably not worth keeping. They're probably more valuable to me in scrap because I've been burning through quite a bit of scrap making repair cores. This is the one I want. And let's do our relic boosters quickly. Nothing. And the bartering hall is functionally done, if not fully aesthetically done. The sides aren't textured, nor is the back. But we've got 8 piglins in here. We've got storage drawers for almost all their drops. There's 1 or 2 things that aren't here. We go up top. We have 3 water wheels being pushed by lava. How the wood doesn't burn, I do not know. But we are going through here, speed it up, and that powers all the create stuff. So, when I kill the zombie piglins, their golden items all rain down onto this hopper line, which fall down the chute and onto the conveyor. This first tunnel will split off all the rotten flesh, which goes into the lava. This second tunnel splits off the gold swords. They get smelted down. The nuggets go into this barrel, which then go into the basin and get stamped into ingots. Any ingots will just go along to here. They get loaded into the warp chest, into the hopper, and into the hopper minecart. And with the comparator, when it reaches about, I don't know, 15, 16, it triggers, goes down the line, dropping off gold ingots into the hoppers here, which then put them into the droppers. And over here, I have a redstone pulser. Every 10 seconds, this will pulse, which will drop the gold down to the piglins, who will then pick it up and drop whatever they want to trade onto the floor, which gets picked up by these brass funnels with, brass funnels with a filter, which will prevent them from picking up gold. And they go onto a conveyor belt in the back, which leads to all the other storage drawers. As I said, functionally done, if not aesthetically. I need to figure out something else to do with this scaffolding ladder right in the middle of the trading hall. So, I was editing together my video for tomorrow, and I was watching Hellfire Mage's latest video. He was talking about the modular router mod. And I did not know there was this module, but it's called the distributor module. And it will do what this cart system does, only better and more efficiently. So, let's tear apart my entire thing because I have haste. No, let's take these apart. Okay, as I was saying before I fell down the hole, let's pick up these because they are not as efficient as they could be. And I still need to leave the redstone there. And now I can set up this router underneath the chest. The puller is set to pull from above. Put that there. Some stacks, some speed. And now the distributors. I should be able to... Yep. There we go. Now I've got the distributor set to each of those. If I then clean these out, because they now have all the stuff in them. Set this to eco mode. I think always is fine. And then pour all that in there. There we go. It sends all the gold out round robin style, or at least in the order that I tagged them in. Is this getting any? It is. So now this will equally distribute the gold across all of my droppers, and any additional gold will go in and it'll be distributed again evenly. That'll save me, well, that saves me the redstone, the noise of the cart, and it's more efficient. That's a good upgrade. And that's all the time we have for today. Now, I have been trying a few new things in editing, narrating over my vault clips. You let me know what you think about that. And also intersplicing builds with vault runs. Again, let me know what you think. Would you prefer to have the builds in a concise group, clips back to back to back, and then vaults back to back, or do you like it sort of split? Would you rather it be maybe 2 splits instead of 3? I would just love some feedback. Help me improve, well, my video making. But that is all for today. So as always, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time. Later.